Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Card Vault opening. Today we're going to be taking a flight to Japan and we're going to open the Japanese Battle Partner set. So this here has 30 packs and each pack has 5 cards. And I do believe there are guaranteed pulls from each one of these boxes, so I'm very excited to see what we can get. Of course, Journey Together has been out for a couple weeks now here in the US, and I'm very excited to open these Journey Together ETBs as the prices are coming down. So now is a great time to pick one up if you haven't. And definitely, please be on the lookout for the Pokemon Center Journey Together ETBs as well, because those will contain an exclusive Pokemon Center stamped card. Alright, so without further ado, let's open this box. So here, I'll be very careful with this because I really do like the artwork on this box, so I like to keep it pristine. And please let me know in the comments what your favorite Japanese Pokemon set is. Because I know Japan likes to split out their sets into smaller sets, whereas in the US here, you get like big sets like Destined Rivals, which is a combination between Heatwave Arena and the upcoming Rocket set. Right, so let's open it here. All right, and here we go. We got our packs here. Trying to make it look pretty. Okay, forget about it. All right, opening up here, we get presented our Japanese booster packs. And these booster packs are extremely thin as they only include 5 cards. But nonetheless, the pulse will still be good. The print quality will still be nice, so I'm very excited to open these. We're gonna open up these quicker. So here we'll get a Dunsparce because there are 30 packs to go through, you know. Right. Well, my favorite card definitely has to be the Articuno because of just the sheer artwork on that. I don't think Pokemon's ever done anything like it with a legendary bird, and I really enjoy, you know, just how nice the artwork looks, full of the blue and the ice, you know. It's just wow, it's such a great card. And of course, I've said before, I really like all of the artworks on each of these cards, including the common cards. So I will take some time after the opening. I don't want to waste your guys' time to inspect each one of these artworks very carefully. And please let me know if you want any of these cards, right? These common cards. I'd be happy to ship them out to you. And just all you have to do is just leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know, that's all you have to do. I'm not going to do drawings because, you know, I'm not going to do these lottery drawings because there's just so many of these common cards. And I'm not going to, you know, make use of it. I don't have kids right now. So if you do have a kid, you know, these are going to be great for your kids to play around with without wrecking your precious collections that are worth thousands of dollars. And my apologies for keeping the desk so messy. But there's just, I have a small desk and I really, oh, okay. Our first illustration rare, the Hops Wooloo. I did get this in the English set as well. So it's great to actually be able to compare the two now. Put that aside. So I think you're guaranteed 3 illustration rares and then 1 ultra rare. So I do think that Dunsparce counted as an ultra rare. So I don't think we're gonna see an SIR. But if we do, it's gonna be a pleasant surprise. But if we don't, I'm not gonna sweat it. And by the end of this, my whole table is gonna be full of these wrappers. Here, let me move these up a little bit. Right, a Dunsparce again. There's a lot of these. I've seen people open these online, and you know, they definitely are not a big fan of seeing these Dunsparces. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, Articuno. Just look at it. Such a majestic creature. See, if they were real, I don't even know like how I would react seeing one of these, because they're so powerful. They can affect weather, they can affect like just the birds alone, they can affect like 3 different kind of environments, right? And it's just very interesting. Right. I've definitely seen online people like they cut up multiple of these, right? And then multiple of these packs, and then they just like do some kind of magic with their hands and the packs, and then it just like comes out all in one deck, and then they just scan through. So I don't really like to do that, mainly because, all right, ends Zora, and mainly because I want to actually look at these. I don't want to just toss away the uncommons or the commons, right? So this one is included in the English version as part of the ATP promo, which is great to see that you can actually pull this card here in the Japanese version. Alrighty, let's keep going. So I think that's 2 illustration rares and 1 ultra rare. So let's see if we can get another illustration rare. Sprigatito, super cute. And if you look at these Japanese booster packs, right, the artwork on it is much more crisp than the English one. I don't know if it's just me. Please let me know if you also feel the same thing. But it just feels like Pokemon, at least in the US, you know, with the prismatic reprint, like the pack artwork is just like off-centered. Even the pack artwork is off-centered. Just think about that. That's crazy. Yeah, each one of these cards are absolutely crisp. Amazing. It always feels like I'm opening a lot of packs with the Japanese version, but it's just 5 cards per pack. It actually isn't too bad. So my Twilight Masquerade series, the booster box, is still coming. So definitely you guys will be able to see how many cards I've pulled out of that booster box and what kind of pulls I got. So if you open up one of these boxes, right, this is a booster box. So if you open up this booster box, at max you're gonna have 150 cards. You're gonna have 150 cards. But if you open up one of those booster boxes in English, that's 36 packs, 10 cards per pack. That's, wow, that's 360 cards. And you know, a lot of times you're not guaranteed to pull anything in one of those booster boxes. Whereas this one, you're still guaranteed some stuff, be it kind of bad because, another EX, kind of bad because, you know, some of the older booster boxes from Japan, like if you pull a ultra rare, that's it. You're not gonna get another one, right? You're not gonna get another special illustration rare. So I'm glad that the English ones are not guaranteeing anything per se, but in doing that, right, the sky's the limit. You can technically pull a special illustration rare in every pack if you got really, really lucky. So I'll be picking up one of the Terrestrial Festival booster boxes from Japan soon. So please let me know if you want to see an opening for that as well. That one you are guaranteed, it is Clefairy, you are guaranteed a special illustration rare. And I do think it is actually special illustration rare and not an ultra rare. That box is going to be very, very great, very, very sought after. So we'll see what I get from that box. And do let me know if you want to see it. All right, that will be our last special illustration rare. I will go ahead and finish up the rest of the packs. I think we have 2 left. We're gonna do one of those 2-pack simultaneous. Wow, I felt like I was cutting into a card there. Whew. Glad I wasn't. Right, so nothing in there. And let's see what we have in this last 2 packs. Snorlax, holo. Well, so let's review here our pulls, right? So we have our commons and uncommons here. And then we got our EXs, holos, and illustration rares. So we have the Snorlax, I think that's the Petront. So I'm not exactly sure what this English name is for this Pokemon, but Lily's Clefairy, this one, Reshiram, Lycanroc, Tyranitar, and then Zorua. This one's the not quite sure as well. Dunsparce, Wooloo, Magmortar, Salamence, and of course our secret rare Dunsparce. And even with these, you can see like the pattern on it is actually quite nice for a full art. But of course, I would have rather seen a special art rare. We got great cards today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.